I'm gonna teach you how to sound like this on Bandlab.
Yeah, you can download this preset. Link in the description.
Before we begin, if you like this vocal preset and want to download it, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description or the pinned comment. Without further ado, let's get started. So first things first, obviously the auto-tune, and I don't think I need to tell you that. You gotta crank it all the way up to 100%. Obviously pick the key of the song, so for me it's C# minor, but just having the classic in the essentials tab and 100% and you're good. Now onto the actual preset. The first thing we're gonna add is a noise gate, and it's very simple settings, just 1 millisecond attack, 100 millisecond release, and a threshold of around -32.6. I thought that was appropriate for my voice. Then we go into the first EQ, the EQ3M. So I left the lows as they are, the mid, we'll get to in a second. The highs, I cranked them to 2.4 decibels. And for the mids, as I've done in pretty much all my Bandlab videos, what you have to do is crank the mid really high to 20 decibels. Then play the song while messing around with the mid sweep in order to find where there is a lot of unwanted frequencies in your mid range. And once you found it, so for me it's around 584 hertz, you crank the mids down to 2.1 decibels. Then I added another graphic EQ where I added a bit more precision to my mix. So in 100 hertz, I dropped it to -4.4 decibels, left the 200 and 400 at 0. The 800, I boosted to 3.4. The 1.6K at 0.6 decibels, and then didn't touch anything else. If you're trying to level up your music career and want to upload your music to Spotify, Apple Music, you name it, click the second link in the description because that's going to get you 7% off of DistroKid, the best music distribution platform on the internet. It's already only 20 bucks for you to upload an unlimited amount of songs and albums, so 7% off that is even better. Again, second link in the description. Now back to the tutorial. Then I added a de-esser just to remove the harsh S sounds in your vocals. All I really did was put the frequency at 9,000 hertz and add a threshold of -1.8 decibels. Now we finally get to the compressor with pretty basic rules. So attack just like the noise gate at 1 millisecond, a release of 373 milliseconds. The threshold I put at 5.9, the ratio at 8:1, and I added a makeup gain of 6.1, which is gonna help raise the volume back up after we reduced a lot of the dynamics. Then we got the ping pong delay, and essentially all I did was I put a mix level of 26%. For both the left and right delay, I put them at quarter beats, put the feedback at 9, the cutoff at 1400, and the spread at 100 to get that maximum stereo spread. And then finally, I added a studio reverb. I put the mix level at 54%, so a considerable amount. The tone at 64 as well, and I put the size at 19%. Again, you can download this vocal preset by clicking the first link in the description or the pinned comment.